YouTube. This is Velvet X Cat, one of BlackRose3556's friends, and I'm doing a reprofile of my Blackwing deck at the moment. This is probably my final version. I'm about to get a couple of new decks, finish building them, so I'll be putting this one out of big use. Lightsworns and X-Sabers are probably going to take its place, so here's the profile on it if you're interested. I'm not using any of the new cards because A, I don't have them, B, I don't like them. So, 3 Shura, poster boy of the deck, awesome card, attack something, get something for it. If you've got Black Whirlwind, it basically has higher attack than most of your monsters, so you can special summon stuff. Yay. Like Breeze. Breeze is good. Bora. Special summons itself, which is great. Piercing attack, good card. Beat stick, kind of thing. It's also good for exceeding with Shura or another Bora. 3 Sirocco. Heavy hitter, plus its effect lets you add its attack and whatever else you've got to one monster, so you can put all your eggs in one basket without risking the entire basket, which is always nice. 3 Blizzard. One of my favorite combos is summon Shura, use Black Whirlwind to get Breeze out, and then Synchro summon that for Armor Master, and then next turn summon a Blizzard, and then get back the Shura, and then have an Armed Wing as well as an Armor Master. It works pretty well. So I have 3 Khaled in my deck because I like it a lot. I often find myself running short on attack, which is strange in this deck, but attack in one monster. So I like to have like 10,000 plus attack when I attack. It's just kind of, it's kind of fun, and it works pretty well. So I just play it like that. As well as this is really good with some of the other cards. You can Synchro Summon, Exceed Summon, whatever. It's just a normal level 3, aside from its discarding effect. So, Dark Arm Dragon, for obvious reasons, destroy your opponent's field. I have an Elfin in here, mostly because I couldn't find my second Malicious Edge, which is my big beat stick if I can't Synchro Summon, because I can distribute 1 card for it, and it works well with the deck, because I can summon a lot of cards at once. Gale, only 1 because it's limited. I have a Raikou in here just because it throws opponents off. If I play that first, they'll think I have a Lightsworn deck if they haven't seen my deck before. And it puts some cards in the graveyard, good fodder for Blizzard, and it also destroys something, which is always good. So I have a Vayu in here because I don't have a second Breeze, but ideally I would have 2 Breeze, no Vayu. I don't actually like Vayu that much because it negates the Synchro's effect, which is part of the goodness of Blackwing Synchros, but it's okay. It's useful in some situations, and I don't have a second Breeze, which I would like to get, but I don't have, so you should have a second one. If you have the money, get a second one. I don't have the money. I have Gladius in here, mostly actually for Exceed summoning, but also because of its effect, it can't be destroyed by battle, and it's good Synchro material for level 8s. Do 2 level 3s and level 2 tuner. So, on to traps. 3 Icarus attack. Tribute 1 of yours to destroy 2 of theirs. Good trade-off, in my opinion. 2 guard mines. One of Blackwing's main weaknesses is card effects that destroy things. They don't have a whole lot of defense against that, so guard mines helps. 2 Sakurtsu armor. Destroy your opponents while you're building up your army. 3 Raptor wing strike. Most people think this card is used if you have something on the field that you don't want and you want to switch it out, which actually isn't true. Usually what you would do is you have a regular monster on the field from last turn, you normal summon another one, return that to the deck, special summon your tuner, and then Synchro Summon. That's how I use it 99% of the time. 3 Black Whirlwind helps spam the field. 2 Mystical Space Typhoon, Solidarity, they're almost all Winged Beasts, and Allure of Darkness. Now let's look at the extra deck, which is the main part of the deck. So I've got my Xyzes in front for no particular reason, but I'll just go through them first. Starliege Paladynamo basically negates 1 card on your opponent's side of the field. It's pretty good if they've got something that can't be destroyed by battle, because Blackwings don't do a whole lot of effect destruction. Illuminite, I don't use it very much, but sometimes I like to summon it because drawing cards. Diamond Direwolf lets you destroy pesky cards on your opponent's side of the field. And then my favorite Xyz card ever, Ice Beast Zero Fine. Ridiculously good, super easy to summon, and once per turn, you can detach your Xyz to negate all of your opponent's effects, spell trap, cards, monsters, whatever, stuff in their hand. Well, not stuff in their hand, but you get the drift. Anyway, and then it gains a lot of attack, and you can beat stuff down with it until your next standby phase. Particularly, I like it's not until your end phase, it's until your next standby phase, which means your opponent's also going to have a hard time destroying it, which gives you some time to build up in your hand. So, start off my synchros. I've got Vortex the Whirlwind. It's basically in there just in case I want to summon it. I don't think I actually ever have, but it's in the deck nonetheless. Armor Master, deck's biggest card, can't be destroyed by battle, and even if you can't kill your opponent's monster, it still kills it anyway next turn. 2 Armed Wing. I like those a lot, piercing damage. I used to have 3, I lost 1. I haven't needed to replace it because I usually win before I need a 3rd. Dark End and Light End Dragon. This is actually for my Lightsworn deck, so this shouldn't even be in there. Dark End Dragon's pretty useful sometimes if you just want to send stuff to the graveyard instead of destroying it, if you know your opponent has guard mines or some such thing. Obviously, Stardust and Red Dragon Archfiend. Sometimes summon those, level 8s. Occasionally I'll summon Field Marshal if I'm feeling spectacular and I want a level 9 Synchro. And then Red Nova Dragon, because it may seem funny, but Red Dragon Archfiend is easily summonable by this deck, 2 level 3s and level 2, upon which you can use a Blizzard, get back a level 3, if you have a level 3 on your field, exceeds those 2, and then Synchro summon for Red Nova Dragon. You've basically won at that point if you're going that far. So.
Probably not going to be using Starliege Paladimia in this deck because it requires 2 light-type monsters, which you will not be having.
Oh, yeah, totally forgot about that. That's also a Lightsworn card. My apologies, Mr. YouTubers and Mrs. YouTubers. So thanks for watching. That's my Blackwing deck. This is my Blackwing deck, and so is that. So, have fun.